Good evening, my impatience. It is I, Andrew the Android Koloski here. I am live and I'm ready to perform for all of you. How art thou? How art thou? How art thou? Okay, one sec. Yeah, I'm live, so don't say anything too crazy. I'll just take the popcorn, I guess. All right, thank you, Mama. All right, I got some plates for you. 1 second. Okay, there you go. You're welcome. All right. Somebody says back again. Hey, I'm back again. Hey, Lily, how you doing? How you doing, Lily? I've got some pizza. Lily says she feels lifeless. How about me? I'm feeling all right today. Maybe it was just having been in the swimming pool. I'm not feeling too bad today. Is the plot twist that everything is as it appears to be on the surface? There are no hidden realities and it's all schizoaffective? Taylor says there are no hidden realities. Somebody asks, are you ready for the program tomorrow? Yes, I'm excited to go to the program tomorrow. Maybe I'll meet some new friends. Somebody asks, how many times do I poop a day? It could be related to mental health. I only poop once a day, usually in the morning. Was that normal? Taylor says, that's it? Yeah, that's it. That's usually about it. He says, what's going on, big dog? Got some grub? Yeah. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with my poop, really. People want me to describe my poop in detail. Are you trying to gross me out while I eat my dinner? Oh, someone says, oh, hell yeah, poop talk. Occasionally it'll be forest green. If you drink a lot of Fierce Grape Gatorade, it makes your poop forest green. Pizza Pasta says, I'm going to need to test this on myself. Let's Google it. Hold on. If you drink a lot of Fierce Grape Gatorade, does it turn your poop forest green? Yes, drinking a lot of Fierce Grape Gatorade can turn your poop green. Here's why. Food dyes in Fierce Grape Gatorade contain both blue and red. Food dyes. When the body digests these dyes, it can sometimes cause a green discoloration in the stool. Mixing with bile. The yellow color of bile mixes with the blue and red dyes, resulting in a green color. If the Gatorade causes food to pass through the digestive system, the bile doesn't. Yeah. So basically, Fierce Grape Gatorade causes green poop if you drink a lot of it. So it says, what's the strangest place you've ever pooped or squatted? Let me think. Did I poop in a porta potty at Stony Brook University? Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe. I definitely used a Stony Brook porta potty once. I don't know if I pooped in it. I'm pretty picky with my poop. You know, I don't like to go in weird places. Oh, I was walking around the neighborhood and accidentally pooped myself. I was like an hour away from the house and walking, and I really had to poop. And I really had to poop, and I accidentally pooped myself. So he says, what did it feel like when you pooped yourself? Well, it felt like I really had to go to the bathroom. And I'm like, okay, I can make it home. And I'm like, all right. Eventually, I got to the point where it's like, I'm just not going to make it home anymore. And I wound up crapping myself. Well, I called my mother. Somebody asked, how did it feel to crap myself? Actually, pretty good because it actually was more annoying holding the poop in. But I called my mother and expressed how I crapped myself. And she's like, what? And she picked me up and helped me get cleaned up. And it was before a mental health recovery group. I think roads to recovery. Jack asks, when it was in your pants, did it feel like you still had to go? No. Once I let out the poop, it felt better. Oh, I missed the garbage can. Yeah, I threw out my underwear. I threw out the pants. There were many times when I really had to poop on my walk or really had to pee on my walk, and I made it home, and I really like rushed to the bathroom and I peed, or I rushed to the bathroom and then I pooped, and it was a really nice feeling. However, if you crap yourself or pee yourself on a walk, that's not a nice feeling because you just made a mess in your pants, you know. Somebody says that's what they do in the military. That's what they do in the Marines. If they're not by a bathroom, they crap themselves, they poop themselves, and they go and fight war. Somebody says you're not at war though, Andrew. You're a mental patient who is getting ready to go to roads to recovery. You're a mental patient that was getting ready to go to roads to recovery. Yeah, I've definitely peed in a bush before. I know you shouldn't urinate in public, but I think we've all done it, especially if you're a man. Dan Cop says you got a ticket for peeing in public once, so you got to be careful. You got to try not to get caught. I wouldn't recommend you pee in public unless you really, really have to go. And I'd only do it if there's nobody around. Dan Cop says it was really late outside a club, and as soon as I started peeing, a cop car rolled by. Did you at least finish? Did you at least finish up? Dan Cop says nope. Dan Cop says, I tried to pretend that I wasn't peeing, but they already knew. Well, that was one of the things I hated about going into New York City. I was a big germaphobe, and I hated using the bathrooms there. And I hated to pee on the train. When I was going to the Fountain House, I didn't like to drink water or have to pee on the train, and that was kind of a nightmare. I think it's worse for women. Imagine being a woman and having to pee on the train. Pizza Boss says, what would you do if a lady peed on you when you were on the train? There's nowhere you can really go. Oh, I don't want to ever get into that situation, but I might contact the police or ask her, are you clean? Or, it depends the context. Let's say she's like a cute woman and she has an accident and she says, oh, I'm sorry, I really had to go to the bathroom and I'm clean, don't worry. Maybe I'll just say, okay, sorry, I don't do it again. But if it's like somebody being nefarious, it depends on the situation. He says, what if it was a family member? I'd probably be like, well, it'd be easier to check whether or not they had something like HIV. So I'd probably be like, don't pee on me, but at least I would know I'm clean, right? Dan Cobb says, what if it was a dominatrix? Well, that would be a consenting adult act. So, you know, okay, I know at the New York Islanders, what happened was, the opposing team, I guess it was Washington, during the playoff series, somebody pissed in a beer bottle at the Nassau Coliseum and threw it at one of the Washington players, according to my brother. And also, there was somebody in the parking lot who had a Washington license plate, and he came out after the game, and all his windows were smashed. So I guess the moral of the story is, you got to be careful because somebody will take hockey way too seriously. There's probably some drunk fan. Imagine you drive all the way from Washington to the Nassau Coliseum. Let's watch a hockey game. Then after the hockey game, you come out to your car and you notice all your windows are smashed. So let me ask, do I have any favorite slurs? I don't think so. So yes, did your mama's request to eat the peanut butter and sandwich? No, and I don't. I think that might violate the rules of OnlyFans. I'm not really sure though. Dave says, "Nah, you're good. That should be okay." Dead Cops wants me to rank the races for him. He wants me to rank. Everybody's equal. We're all human beings. We all bleed and. So that's the cop-out answer. What did you want to hear? Asians number one, then all the rest. Like what did you want to hear? Or whites number one, then all the rest. Like what did you want to hear? Somebody says, "Yeah, dog, that's what I wanted to hear." It's good content. So this is rank ladies. We know you put Asian women number 1. What's 2? Maybe Caucasian, then Latin. I don't know. As long as the women are sexy, petite. Wow. A Latina lady. You know, I would date. Somebody says maybe that's what you need, Andrew. Maybe you need a nice African American lady who's strong-willed and is petite and will whip you into shape. Maybe that's what you need, Andrew. Somebody says you need to be in a chocolate vanilla swirl relationship. Somebody says you had your chance with Swirl Girl and you blew it. All right, guys. I think I'm going to hit the bricks. I think I'm going to hit the dusty trail. Thanks for watching tonight. Peace out. Adios, amigos and amigas.